Welcome, readers of the literary world. If you enjoy stories that capture the essence of a relationship in crisis, with all its layers and complexities, stick around. Today, we're diving into Do I Know You? By Emily Wibberley and Siegemund-Broka. A romance that challenges our perception of love and self-discovery. This is one of those books that make us reflect on our own relationships and how we can keep the spark of love alive. Stay with me until the end of the video because we're going to explore every detail and emotion in this fascinating story. And if you want to take this book home, either in audio or physical form, check the link in the description. And, of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content on the most intriguing and impactful books of the moment. The narrative of Do I Know You? Starts subtly but powerfully when Eliza and Graham, after 5 years of marriage, realize that the passion and connection they once shared have started to fade. Feeling the growing distance, they decide to attend a seaside retreat in California, hoping to reconnect. However, upon arrival, they are mistaken for strangers, which sparks a bold idea. What if they lived out this fantasy of being two people who have just met? Based on this intriguing premise, the book develops a series of encounters between the two, where each assumes a new identity. What begins as a playful experiment quickly turns into an intense emotional game, where they have the chance to explore not only the relationship, but also parts of themselves that were forgotten. By becoming strangers, they rediscover each other in unexpected ways, with a tension and charm that makes the reading flow with lightness and intensity. Do I Know You? Stands out for going beyond traditional romance. The authors examine the challenges that arise in a long-term relationship, including the emotional wear and tear and complacency. By adopting new identities, Eliza and Graham experience each other from a fresh perspective. This makes us question how well we truly know our partner and how, often, we let routine carry us away, forgetting what initially attracted us to that person. Here, marriage is portrayed as something that requires continuous effort. Wibberley and Siegemund-Broka capture with precision the nuances and challenges of a long-term relationship, where rekindling love is a constant and often difficult process. The new identities Eliza and Graham assume are powerful tools for self-discovery. By shedding their routine roles and expectations, they each explore repressed facets of their personalities. Eliza takes on a different name and personality, which frees her from some insecurities and allows her to show a more outgoing and charming side. Graham, typically more introspective, permits himself to be more spontaneous and daring. These temporary transformations allow the couple to see each other in a new light, revealing that there is still much to discover about one another. Additionally, the fact that they can be other people while remaining faithful to their marriage reflects how often we change to please our partner, forgetting that being authentic is what truly matters. Eliza and Graham are characters that stand out due to their depth and emotional complexity. Eliza, with her doubts and vulnerabilities, is someone many readers can relate to. She feels the pressure of living up to Graham's expectations, yet she also struggles to find her own space within the relationship. Her development throughout the book is fascinating, as she learns represents the partner who is always present but struggles to express his feelings openly. His journey involves learning to communicate and show vulnerability, which is essential in any relationship, but particularly in marriage. The themes in Do I Know You are universal but treated in a very intimate and personal way. Here, love is portrayed as a daily choice, a decision to stay with someone and continue being surprised by them. The book also explores identity in an interesting way. How, within a relationship, we tend to mold ourselves to our partner's expectations, often leaving parts of ourselves behind. The rediscovery of love is another theme that runs through the narrative. By taking on these new identities, Eliza and Graham rediscover what initially brought them together. It shows that, no matter how much time passes, it's possible to reignite the spark and remember why love blossomed in the first place. Each encounter between Eliza and Graham, in their new personas, is filled with emotion and symbolism. The scenes are described with a richness of detail that makes the reader feel part of the story. One of the most memorable moments occurs when they impulsively decide to try an activity they would normally avoid. This kind of situation not only brings a lightness to the narrative, but also reinforces the idea that marriage is a space where you can keep discovering the new. Wibberley and Siegemund-Broka have an engaging writing style filled with nuances. They use quick and effective dialogue to convey deep feelings without making them heavy. Their style is accessible but packed with sincerity that makes the book very captivating. The vivid descriptions successfully create the atmosphere of each scene, making it a cinematic reading experience. The conclusion of Do I Know You is satisfying and carries a positive message about the importance of continually cultivating love. At the same time, the book reminds us that the connection between two people is fragile and requires attention and effort to keep it alive. Eliza and Graham's journey is a reminder that, despite facing difficulties, there is always a chance to rediscover love in new forms. If you're curious to find out how this emotional story ends, don't miss the chance to get your copy. The link is in the description, and you can choose between the audiobook or the physical version. And before we go, I'd like to know, which book would you like me to review next? Leave your suggestions in the comments. Remember, your opinion is essential to the channel. Subscribe for more literary reviews and content that will transform how you see the world of books. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.